This is good stuff. It's not chunky. The sound of it. Hey young adults, I am Macie and I work with the young adults. But before we even get started, I'm just going to share what I am drinking. I am drinking some good old-fashioned almond milk, and yes, I do drink it straight from the carton because it's just so good. So I'm just going to take a real sip. Okay, we're ready to get into this. If you would have asked me a couple months ago what these coming months and what the month that we're in right now would look like, I would say it would be the same old, same old. It would be school, work, church, rinse and repeat. Same thing over and over again. But I am so thankful that that is not the case. Has it been hard? Yes, 100%. Have I grieved a lot of losses, a lot of things of the unknown? Yes, 100%. But I've also experienced so much joy during this time. Joy that is unexplainable, and I can't even put words to it. It's just so incredible to see how God has worked during this time. So maybe you are experiencing some stress during this time, whether you've lost your job, you are figuring out what school looks like right now, you're tired of Zoom and FaceTime and Microsoft Team meetings, whatever it may be. This is an extremely stressful time, but I hope during this time you've also been able to experience a little bit of joy like I have. During this season, I have asked God so many questions, and I've cried out to him so many times, wondering if he's even listening, if he's even there. But through that, God has told me that he is here, that indeed in the midst of all the chaos that's happening in our world, he is indeed with me. And even more so than that, even more than just being with me, he has filled me with so much joy, and it's like being a kid again. And how awesome is that he blesses us with that. When I think about what being a kid is like, I think about when I used to go out into the fields or out into looking at a tree, and I look up to see how big this tree is, and I just stand at the base of the tree, look up and say, God, this is so cool. Look how big this tree is. It reaches up so high to the sky. I can't fit my arms around it. It's so big. And God reminded me that that's kind of like what he wants us to look at him like. God is so big, and what if we just took time to stand in the presence of God, to stand in awe of who he is, and just say, God, you're so big. Your hands reach out around the whole world. God, you're so big. Even though I've lost my job, even though school looks different right now, God, you're so big. Would we just stand in awe of who God is? It has brought me many tears and many laughter just standing in the presence of God. The other day I just went for a drive. I don't even know where I ended up, but I just kept driving, and it was so cool to just look at the nature that God has provided for us and just singing praises to him. I was just driving along and just screaming his praises. No one was around, it was just me and him, but just standing in awe of who God is. So I bless you with a childlike awe and the freedom to act like a child again.